Unlimited Lifers. Are you ready for the show? The show is brought to you by the Unlimited Partnership of ULA and Utah. Unlimited Life Academy. Unleash the awesomeness inside. Without further ado, here's Jay Chantalancy, aka the Motivating Moderator, ready to start Unlimited Awesomeness Sessions. Let's go. Ooh, how's everybody doing? 3:01 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Welcome to the Unlimited Awesomeness Sessions. I'm your host, Jay Chantalancy, aka the Motivating Moderator. And we are live. This is episode 1, guys. I'm stoked. I'm excited. I'm ecstatic. I am grateful. Those of you that are joining us, those of you that are taking the time out of your day. Time is the most precious thing, like my man Jerome said. So thank you. I'm so grateful. I got an awesome, amazing guest for you today. He's dear to my heart. I'll tell you exactly why in the interview, but this show, my show for the ULA, Unlimited Life Academy Lifers group here. This show is about overcoming your fears. All right, we all have fears. We all have this idea of fear, how crippling it can be, how much anxiety you can feel, how it can stop you in your tracks from hashtag hitting that button, right? Sharing your message, going live, doing specific things. We all have fear. We get this intense feeling, physical feeling, nervousness, uncomfortable, right? We feel all that. But what happens when you step beyond the fear? What happens when you step over the line of fear? That's when freedom happens. That's when courage and bravery enters. That's where relief comes in, and that's where you think to yourself, that wasn't that bad, and I can do this again and again and again and again. You know what I'm saying? Overcoming fear. That's what this is all about. So I did a little research, for my show, and the definition of fear by Merriam-Webster is an unpleasant, often strong emotion caused by anticipation or awareness of danger. Awareness of danger? What is so dangerous about hitting the button? Is someone going to come out the screen and punch you in the face or something? What is the danger? We all have this perception, right? We all have this idea. But there is no danger. It's just all in our minds. That's where the danger lies. We have to stand guard at the entrance of our minds to not let fear come in. It's okay to be anxious. It's okay to feel a little bit of uncomfortable, nervousness. That's normal. But fear? No fear, right? If you do, we work through the fear. We fight through the fear. I looked up all these different acronyms of fear, and I want to share them with you. And I want you to decide what you think fear means to you, right? False evidence appearing real. Forget everything and run. Feeling excited and ready. Ooh, I like that. Face everything and rise. That's what's up. Finding excuses and reasons. Finding everything and realizing. Ooh, that one's good too. False expectations about reality. Failure expected and received. Ooh, that's a good one too. Or forgetting everything about reality. I mean, do we just want to escape, So what does fear mean to you? Those are all the acronyms that kind of resonated with me, and I wanted to share, so maybe it might have resonated with you guys. So let me know. Put your comments and reactions below, and let me know what you guys, what fear means to you. All right, because in this show, my show, we're about to overcome fear. Now, before I bring on my guest, I want to give some huge shout outs, for those of you overcoming your fear and continuing to overcome your fear, pressing that button, going live, doing your lives in this group, and, just killing it. So shout outs to Ramon, shout outs to Kim Scott, Ray Pearson. He has about 5 more days to go until he completes day 30. Richard Kuhlman, he's putting out some good content. $100 startup on experience. David Breedlove, Zenon Adriga, Teopul, Shamangula, Jerome Shaw, my man Jerome Shaw, Mr. Chris Lee, Richard Herschel Griffin, thanks for the intro, love that. Ed Roselle, loving your lives, my man. Anna Soy, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, way to go live, way to take action. And Samantha Gooden, way to go. Good job, guys. I'm excited. I'm proud of you guys. Those of you left in the group, we have about 1,500 people. When are you gonna press that button? When are you gonna go live? When are you gonna step over that line of fear? When am I gonna see you on the other side? All right, guys. So with that said, without further ado, I want to introduce my man, also known as the CBD Ninja. I'm going to tell you a little bit of history about how him and I both met, how we both connected. And I'm going to just bring him on right now. My man's Ricky Rivera. How you doing, my man? How you doing?
I am great. How are you today, Jay?
I'm all right. I'm all right. Of course, man. Ricky, I love you, bro. I just want to say I love you. I'm grateful that we connected. Thank you for doing this interview with me. Like I told everybody, you have a special place in my heart. And I want to give the audience a little bit of history on how we both met. So we met in the Facebook group Explosion doing the 30-day live challenge. And I think Ricky was in the challenge, and there were some complications. He got kicked out for some reason because he posted a link, and then Corey kicked him out. And then I was like, hey, it's an honest mistake. You probably didn't read the rules. He got back in, and then he mentioned like, man, I don't do this live thing. I'm so nervous. I'm scared. Like I don't speak in front of people. And I think I was on day, I don't know, 15 or something like that, and I kept telling him, I mean, you got to do this. You got to do this. Just press the button and go. Yeah, hit that button. And I want to say a quote that he texted me in private message after he, hit the button, right? He says, on the video thing and comfort zones, I have always been a fan of when you meet your discomfort, confront it and make it your expletive B word. Own it and take it to new heights. Thanks, Jay, for all the positive you are spreading to this world, man. And when I saw that, I was like, that's what I'm talking about. So that's how we met. That's why, he has a special place in my heart. He keeps telling me that I was like the catalyst in helping him through it, but I keep telling him like you just needed to hear a person tell you to take that extra step because you were already ready. You were already there, and then I just kind of flicked them over the line per se. But how you doing, man? What's going on with you? How you been? What are you doing right now? How's life, bro?
Life's good, and honestly, I'm sitting in a park right now. I figured it was kind of the best area for me to be, and I got the same love in my heart for you, Jay. Yeah. I might have a little bromance going on. I think I said that to your wifey the other day. But we started a journey, man, and it's never been looked back on. And every time I get on today, I mean, especially today, I'm feeling anxious about it, but I'm excited. It's an excited anxiousness on it. So on that, face everything and rise. I love that quote because that's kind of how I look at it. Kind of back to that first quote that I sent to you that day. Face your fears and move forward.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. I love that one too. Was it face everything and rise? That one resonated with me the most. I think most people, like you said, it's. I mean, I was even a little bit anxious coming on, because I'm thinking, damn, is everything gonna work out? Is my software gonna work? Is my mic gonna work? Is all my little cuts and everything gonna work? But it wasn't. It wasn't the anxiousness that I was like, ooh, I'm kind of uncomfortable, scared. Because, I mean, like you and like me and like those that have taken the 30-day challenge, I mean, I still mess up. I mean, I went on live the other day in a group, I think in Earl's group, and it was like a 4 minute, my mic was off. It was like totally like until Earl came on. I was like, bro, we can't hear you. Your mic's been off. And he put hashtag 4 minute lesson, So, and I've been going on live for what? 30, more than 30 days, like 40, 50 days now, and you still mess up, right? But that's the thing. You just take action. Now, I want to segue into your initial, because I want to dissect the moments before you decided to fix, or no, not to fix, but to press the button. Can you tell me exactly what you were doing at the time? Because you were doing something, before you wanted to hit the button. Do you remember?
I was actually working on my car.
Yeah, you're working on a car, your Jeep, right? You're taking up some throttle body or something like that, right? So explain that whole, explain to us the whole like sequence on when you and then when you decided, okay, you know what, I'm gonna do it right now.
So, I joined the 30-day challenge. Corey invited me into that group. I believe it was Corey, and I joined it, and I watched for about 15 days debating on whether to push the button and how I would go about pushing the button and what I would talk about when I pushed that button. And, facing that fear, it was, I've never felt comfortable in front of a camera.
Right.
And I was, with the life that I've been through and everything, I was subconscious. And looking back at it, I really had no reason to be. It's just what perception was created. So I watched the group for about 15 days. I think I was there for the very first one you did in the group. And I remember you speaking, and I was like, hey, I like this guy. I think I'll follow him and see what he talks about.
Right.
And so I started doing it, and, people kept talking about the button, just do it, just get on. We're all here to support you, and I'd heard that in my life, and I'd seen the opposite so many times. And at the same time, I was starting one of my businesses. So I had to figure out how to get this face out there.
Right.
And so
this handsome face out there.
That's right. I was working on the throttle body that day, and I was like, all right, today's the day. I don't care if I'm grungy or greasy or whatever, and my hair was all shaggy. And, I was just at a point where I was like, I don't want to live their way anymore. I don't want to live by what they tell me to live and how they want me to live my life. And so that day, working on it, I was like, all right, it's time. And I hit the button. And that's where it all started. And I remember that first day I was, and we had that talk, and I told you, I was like, I was so nervous in there. And you're like, what nervousness? And and now looking back at it, I'm like, you're absolutely right. You can't tell the nervousness. It looks more like excitement.
No, well, so let me stop you right there. Thanks for sharing that experience. So a couple of things I picked up on, right? So the reason why you felt the fear is because you had these limiting beliefs that people were telling you this story, to create this type of, fear of like, your people might judge you, or comparison, or all that stuff, right? And then you got into the 30-day challenge with a very supportive, encouraging group, which made you think, okay, this is something I can do. Now I want to share something for you, my mans. I got something special for you. I want to add to the stream. I hope it plays. This is the first day one of his 30-day challenge. And let me know in the comments, guys, if you can hear this. I'm gonna play it. Here we go.
No sound. I'm everywhere. I make myself dizzy.
All right. I'm gonna cut it there. I'm gonna cut it there. But I want you to dissect for me what you were thinking about doing the video, because I noticed some things too when you were talking. But I want you to tell me what you noticed and what you were feeling at this moment when you're live on this first day.
First day, I was honestly, I was nervous and just had no idea what I was going to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't getting sound on this video on my side, just barely,
Mm-hmm.
but I still remember those feelings of just, I just felt like I was babbling.
Uh huh. Uh huh.
And just, it was the initial, this is where it all starts. This is how you get yourself out there, and this is
Mm-hmm.
how you make that connection and you start building that trust with people.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's
and
amazing.
and, and the thought process was, this is where it starts. This is where we go for 30 days, and
Mm-hmm.
you have to continue for the next 30 days.
Yeah.
And it hasn't stopped. I might have
Awesome.
taken some breaks in between, but when I do, I miss doing a live video.
Yeah. That's awesome, man. So what I noticed, right? Because I watched it, a couple of times over before doing this interview, and I was like, man, I told you this. I think when you after you first did it, I was like, you didn't even look nervous. You didn't even look like you were scared shitless or whatever, because he used that
Oh,
word. Like, I was so nervous, I was scared shitless. I was like,
I was.
bro, you didn't even look nervous. Like, you look like you've done this for many times. But the only thing that I noticed was because when you said you were nervous, I was like, yeah, I kind of can tell after watching it now that we've gone through the 30 days, because I go and reflect on my first day too, and it's the body language, right? So you were not really looking at the camera, you were like looking around, you know what I mean? Like, it kind of just like I could hear it in your voice that you were kind of just a little bit uncomfortable. But then again, like, to the untrained eye, right? To the untrained eye, they would be like, bro, you're like a natural, you don't even have any fear or any type of uncomfortableness, right?
Yeah, that
So
was, oh man, I was so nervous. And you're absolutely right. I was scared shitless at the time. So, you know what? Become uncomfortably comfortable.
yeah, exactly. So what happened after you got off the live? Like, what was your initial like reaction? Like, explain to me exactly what happened. Like, physical, mental, like emotional states. Like, go into detail on all that.
I rewatched that video probably 10 times. I dissected myself and started figuring out what I could do better. And you know what? Even then, I didn't even notice how much I was looking around or how much I was doing this camera.
Yeah.
Or, so since then, I've worked on getting better, and I still move it around a lot when
Mm-hmm.
I'm on the mobile. That's
Mm-hmm.
expected.
Yeah.
But it was, I got to look at the camera, and
Mm-hmm.
and I got to start learning how to connect with people straight while we're doing these videos.
Mm-hmm.
And so for me, that's kind of where it started, and where I started looking towards is to how does this work? And that's when I started watching a lot of those other videos in the 30-day live challenge, and a lot of the friends and everything that I've met online
Mm-hmm.
on how to direct yourself at social media lives.
Right.
What content to bring, how to connect with those people, and it's a practice every single
Yeah.
day.
Yeah. And you mentioned you didn't even know what the heck to talk about, right? Because you're talking about the throttle body, and then you start talking about your business. I was the same way. Like, I tell people, when I first started, I like literally like the seconds before I started, I was like, what the hell am I going to talk about? But I made the decision to go live, and I just started off telling people about my quotes that I had in my phone. And
Mm-hmm.
and most people that do their first lives, like, they sometimes don't know, which is fine. You can just introduce yourselves. I think it was Kim Scott that was like, I mean, everything just went out of my head when that live came on, right? And that's normal too. That's totally normal too. So for you, you just went live, talked about your business, what you were doing. But then now let's go back to let's go all the way down to day 30 now. I got day 30 here, and let's see the drastic difference, the overcoming transformation of how he does his lives. And let me put it in here. Let's go.
Kind of sad on that day. I was like, the 30-day challenge is ending.
Yeah.
I made it. Sad and happy.
Yeah. But you were like calm, smiling, looking at the camera. Very confident. Very confident. The Puerto Rican Mohican. That's awesome, dude.
That one stuck with me for a few years.
Yeah. Let's see. Boom.
The beard stroke's always powerful.
Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, let's stop it there because I want to get more into the interview. But the difference, you said it yourself, the life-changing experience that you had going through the 30 days. I mean, so when you just said, like, when you got to day 30, you were feeling a little bit sad, right? Why did you feel a little bit sad?
Because it was such a life-changing experience. It's one of those things, when you watch that movie and you don't want the movie to end.
All right.
You just wanted that storyline to keep going.
Yep.
So that's kind of how I viewed it that day. It's like, oh, the storyline's ending.
Yeah. Yeah.
But there's always the sequel.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly.
So the 30-day life challenge, it was me overcoming that fear, how to connect.
Mm-hmm.
That's the 5 C's: connect, communication challenge, on all of it.
Yeah.
And so it was overcoming the fear so I could connect, so I could build the businesses that I started. But I figured that was the best way. People want to see a face. They want to relate to who they're dealing with.
Mm-hmm. So you understood coming into the Facebook group explosion and doing the lives, you understood the power of the live platform, right? That's why, because you mentioned earlier, I need to put a face to my company, to my brand, right? You understood that, or was it you got into the group and then you understood the power of it?
I understood that I had to connect some way.
Okay.
And we got into the group, and that's where I realized, oh, a live can do that. Mm-hmm. How am I going to overcome the fear of doing a live video and potentially putting myself out in front of millions of people?
Right. That's amazing, man. That's amazing. And now you're going live on your personal page. You're going live in your group. Yeah, and you have multiple groups, right? And you're going live in other multiple groups. I know you're a moderator in my group, so you've been doing lives there. Like, so how has that transcended into other places, meaning other pages, other groups? I mean, because I still don't do lives on my personal page, and I keep telling myself that I want to keep doing it, but I'm doing live in so many other groups. It's like, oh, what am I gonna do on my personal page? But so how did that transcend into these other environments?
So doing them on my personal page, it actually created and brought back a lot of people that stopped following me on my personal page. And honestly, I started doing a few of those on my personal page. Mm-hmm. We did our M21 mastermind, and we started reading the book, The 15 Invaluable Laws of Growth.
Yep. Shout out to M21.
Yep. And so when I started talking about that, people would start tuning in, and they were like, oh, I so can relate to that.
Yeah.
Oh, I have that growth gap. Yeah. I have this going on. That's me in my life. and So we rebuilt a connection of people that, stopped following, and just brought them back. We created that connection through live video, and they could see us, and we interacted. From there, it's they've started following me on my other pages, my other groups, and we've started working together on some platforms with some of those people. So
yeah,
it's gone from there. The gratitude mindset. I mean, my mom-in-law the other day said, "I absolutely love watching you do this. When you speak, you're so happy, and you're always
yes."
And I told her, I was like, well, that's the perception that I wanted. That's who I am and who I needed to return to. So not only, transcending on social media, it's transcended through personal face-to-face life, everyday life.
Oh, did you guys hear that? Unlimited lifers. You gotta say that one more time, bro. I think that was a nugget right there. That was a nugget. Say that one more time.
So not only transforming on social media, it's transcended into life and everyday life.
Yeah. That is what's up. That is what's up. Thank you for sharing that, my man. Before we continue, I want to take you to our sponsors. We'll come back on the interview with my man Ricky Rivera. He's dropping some knowledge. We'll get into more about what he's doing at the moment, but I want to share with you who and what this episode is sponsored by. Let me see if it works. This episode is brought to you by Viva Buds and Hemp Smart. Viva Buds is taking counter products directly from the farm to consumer using a call your friend approach to provide the best quality and prices, combined with an opportunity to earn income from referrals to their website. Hemp Smart produces premium quality botanical supplements derived from organically grown industrial hemp and synergistic botanicals. Other superior products, in combination with our associate business model, create an unprecedented opportunity to promote physical, financial, and planetary wealth. Once again, episode 001 is brought to you by Viva Buds and Hemp Smart. Go visit the websites below. This is my man Ricky's doing right here. So shout out to Viva Buds and Hemp Smart. Thank you for the sponsorship. Now back to the interview here. I hope that turned out cool. Did that turn out cool? Did that all work?
I liked it.
Yeah, that's amazing. All right, so now we're gonna segue into what tell us about what you're doing and how live is affecting, your business with Viva Buzz and business with Hemp Smart.
So the Viva Buds is actually the first of its kind affiliate program ever, and Facebook doesn't like it when I talk about the products that it has. So it's literally tell a friend. But what I can tell people is that when you look into the site, and if you're in the California area right now, San Fernando, Murrieta, and Moreno, we just expanded yesterday.
Wow.
Is literally what you need to think about is pizza delivery for that type of product. And it's you DM me, I can explain more. I don't want to say too much here.
Right.
With it, Facebook likes to, mess with you.
Yep.
So yeah, if you want more information on that, guys, DM me. I can give you that on the side. Hemp Smart, and talk about Hemp Smart all day long. Hemp Smart, it's THC free CBD. I actually use it. It's helped. Before I started all this, I actually weighed the most that I ever weighed. In that first video, you can see it in the face. And that CBD actually started helping with my chronic back pain, a lot of anxiety that I was feeling. And so I started using the THC-free CBD, which is deemed a supplement. There's a lot of misconception on CBD.
That's important to know, yeah.
So yeah, if it's THC-free, it's a supplement, guys. And so I started using it, and I noticed that when I started using it, my memory retention started being better, actually becoming more motivated, which is where the workout started coming in. I started feeling less pain and started moving forward. So, but in business, as someone that is a distributor for HempSmart, people get iffy, like, oh, you're just saying that to do it. Since then, it's helped me reconnect with a few of my friends that are horse jockeys.
Right.
And they got a hold of me and they're like, Ricky, my arthritis is really bad. Nothing's working for it. I want to try your product. I won't test dirty for a drug test. Well, I was like, nope, you won't.
Yeah.
They've been using it for 3 months now, and they take a drug test almost every week.
Wow.
And
that's
so the first one that came in, and he told me, he goes, so I just got this. How much of it am I supposed to take for the dropper? And I go, well, for someone your size, I'd take half a dropper. And he goes, well, I took a full dropper. Don't worry about it. You're not going to overdose. You can't overdose. And then the next thing out of his mouth was, this stuff's the shit. It worked right away.
All right. Wow. Instant effect.
And it was. We talked for about an hour about it. And then he turned around and ordered another bottle of this full spectrum botanicals from me 2 days later, because he ran around the stables giving it to all his buddies.
Wow.
So try it.
Yeah. One question. Sorry to interject, but you mentioned full spectrum, right? That's a key phrase in the CBD industry. Can you explain a little bit more about full spectrum?
Full spectrum is when the complete CBD oil is derived straight from the hemp plant without compromise.
There you go.
That is the easiest explanation that I can give for you. But I mean, that explanation, when you read it, is just like, why do you need all this unnecessary? Just get to the point.
Nice. Awesome, man. So you're starting this up. This is what you're into right now. And you've been going lives in those groups. You created the groups and you're putting out some amazing content, educating people about the benefits of CBD. I personally use it myself as well. I take some capsules, helps with the pain, like you said, sleeping, anxiety, all that stuff. So if you want to get to know more about this opportunity and about what my man Ricky here is doing, go ahead and visit these websites right here, Viva Buds and Hemp Smart. Once again, it's brought to you by Viva Buds and Hemp Smart. Go check it out. Ricky, man, I wanna really thank you for being here. We're gonna go through something real quick now. This is something I wanted to add to the show, and I mentioned to him earlier when we had a conversation. I said, hey, we're gonna end with some rapid fire questions. So 5 rapid fire questions, and all you have to do is answer them. I didn't give him the questions ahead of time, so he has no idea. But I think it'll be fun, I think it'll be fun to get a little vulnerable, get a little authentic, get to know, Ricky Rivera. I like that. He's like, give it to me. No fear, like that. That's what's up. All right, Ricky, you ready? Are you ready?
Bring it.
Rapid fire question number 1. Complete the sentence. When I overcame my fear, I felt
strong.
Nice. All right. I think my spirit animal is
eagle.
We might have to come back to that one. What is the one feeling you want people to experience after they meet you?
Sense of trust.
Trust. Oh, awesome. Do you believe everyone has the power to change the world?
Yes.
All right. Last question. If you had access to a billboard in a busy metropolitan area, what would you put on it?
His face. Not introducing myself. Make it known. The face with the business.
Oh, there you go. So you just put your face on it, no words, no text?
I'd probably put the business up there as well with it.
Okay.
I actually wrote down something that I wrote on the quote today, and it might be on, focus on where you want to go, not on what you fear.
I love it. Focus on where you want to go and not on your fear. Let's go back to the spirit animal part.
I think about 10 animals within my head at that time.
Why did you say eagle? What attributes did you think about when you said eagle?
The eagle's just a powerful bird. It's a symbolism of the American history and honesty. And the eagle doesn't have fear.
Mm.
I mean, it flies above, it watches, and when it wants something, it strikes.
Bam. Yep. Yep. That's awesome. That's awesome. Okay, cool. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is episode 001 on Overcoming Your Fear. My man, Ricky Rivera, is on here. I am grateful and thankful you can spend some time with me, man. Like, we're just dissecting, initially overcoming that fear, using that live platform, affecting massive positive impact, and of course he's doing it through his education of this amazing miracle supplement, the CBD, right? And like I said, if you guys want to go check it out, go ahead and visit these links down below. We'll also put it down in the comments if that's okay. I even talked about it with him. I was like, hey, is it okay if we do this on the live? I don't want to go to Facebook jail, so he was like, yeah, it's cool, don't worry about it. So
as long as we don't talk about the product on Viva Buds, we're good.
Okay, all right, cool, awesome. So okay, we got some people online here, saying lives like, oh, somebody didn't get the notification. What? Oh, it's okay. Hey, just catch the replay. It's all good. That's why it's great that we have this live feature that you can actually just go and catch the replay, right? You can watch it anytime you want. So #replay. Let us know what you think. Let us know what you think about the first show, Unlimited Awesomeness Sessions. And with that said, hey, Ricky, how can people find you? How can people connect with you? What's the best way they can do that?
#CBD Ninja.
#CBD. So you just got a #CBD Ninja. How about you have your Facebook group?
Facebook. I have used it so much that it is completely linked to me. It's actually linked to me here. It's starting to link to me on Instagram and link to me on LinkedIn.
Oh, there you go. That's the power hashtagging right there. Guys, power hashtag. So check out #CBD Ninja, and you will get connected to my man, Ricky Rivera. Hey, Ricky, bro, I appreciate you, man. I love you. Take care. We got to do this again. With that said, this is Jay Chantalangsi, a.k.a. the Motivating Moderator. You're here watching. Thanks for tuning in for Unlimited Awesomeness Sessions. Turn on your notifications. Catch the next episode. It's going to be amazing. And with that said, stay grateful, stay positive, stay awesome. Peace. Unlimited Lifers, hey, thanks for tuning in. Unlimited Awesomeness Sessions. I'll see you on the next session. And don't forget to turn on your notification. Thanks for watching. And don't forget to check out our other show lineups. Amazing people, amazing content. And I'll see you on the other side of fear.